Hi guys, and welcome to rainy North Carolina. It's been raining here for the better part of a week, and to be honest, I'm not mad at it. Some wonderful things happening with that rain. I want to show you my Fuyu persimmon tree. So I've had this since I moved into this home, so it's almost 2 years now. I know that some of my viewers will be like, you should have taken the fruit off. And I know I actually did take some of the fruit off, about half of it, but I did leave some on. And I figured it would drop the rest of the fruit, but she didn't. So it looks like I'm going to have a crop of persimmons this year. Over here, we're going to walk over there. I have another persimmon tree that is supposed to be a chocolate persimmon, but I figured out something about persimmons. So come to find out, this chocolate persimmon has bloomed before, and right now you can see it just finished up blooming. And I wondered why it didn't set fruit. And a viewer was watching and was like, maybe those are male flowers. I did some research and the viewer was indeed correct. This has male and female flowers, which would explain why when I took some fruit off the Fuyu tree that I showed you, there were seeds in that fruit. So keeping in mind that this tree produces male flowers, and I do not want pollinated Fuyu fruit because Fuyu can set fruit, seedless fruit, without pollination. I'm actually going to relocate this. If you look, my yard is pretty long, so I'm going to end up digging this up and putting it about 100 to 150 feet back that way, and hopefully that'll cut down on the pollination of the Fuyu fruit. So getting back to the topic of rain and the wonderful things the rain has been doing, I want you to see that here in North Carolina, it's August the 6th, and it is time to start thinking about fall crops. And I knew that the rain was coming, so what I did is right here, everywhere you see, it's actually pine shavings. I pulled up what was there, and I planted, or I seeded, my fall crops. And since I just seeded them 4 days ago, you would think that I would still be waiting for stuff to emerge. But let's take a quick look right here. If you see that, those are beets. And as you look right here, it looks like nothing. But let's get closer. Oh my goodness, do you see what I see? Those are turnip greens. All these little green things. Ignore the sweet Spanish. That's just an old tag. But those are turnip greens popping up everywhere. We've got the same deal with this row. It looks like there's nothing, but there you go. Those are mustards. That's broccoli. Here we have more broccoli, and if we just stay close, we can keep seeing more broccoli, collards, more collards. So you may be wondering, what's the deal with the pine shavings? The deal is it still can get hot here in North Carolina in August, up to the upper 90s. Since these plants need moisture to grow, especially when they're young and tender like this, and also since it's soil, it's black, which means it attracts heat, and it can get really hot and harm these seedlings. I put the pine shavings on there to keep in the moisture and to help reflect some of the sunlight, and hopefully that soil won't get super heated. So my summer plants are still going strong. You can see the flowers, of course. There's a mat of sweet potatoes. Above the sweet potatoes are the okra. I have my green beans on this trellis right here. I have cantaloupe that are starting to ripen up. and hopefully should be ready here soon. It looks like my vine's dying back, unfortunately. Here is my corn. The corn is about ready to be picked. You can see that's a respectable ear right there. I've got this beautiful bell pepper plant here, loading down with bell peppers. Here is a lovely sugar baby watermelon. It is a volunteer, and I think it's about ready to be picked. You can see the tendril right here is dried up. The next tendril, which is over here, is dried up. While I'm over here, something that I'll show you is my new persimmon tree. I told you I'm going to move that chocolate persimmon. Well, I've already taken steps to replace it. So this right here is an Ichiki Gyro persimmon. Very small yet. You can tell, it's got a lot of growing to do. It's really too hot to think about transplanting that right now. But either in the fall or early spring, I'll go ahead and dig up the one and replace it with this one. My dragon fruits are still growing strong. They had a hard winter, so the first part of the summer really was just reviving them. I mean, they were very desiccated, and I did have one die, which was fine. I was going to get rid of it anyway. This one that you see in front of you, the plan is to get rid of this one. I don't know that they're going to flower for me this summer. It's pretty late. It's still a possibility, but I have to consider, like, after they flower, I need so much time to ripen the fruit. So it's about to the point to where if they don't flower, and I mean really soon, like in the next month, then it's going to be pointless. But I do understand that they were struggling, and part of that is my fault. So hopefully I can do a better job with keeping my dragon fruits over the winter. This one, again, I plan to retire. I'll keep this one and that one, and there's another one around the corner. That's it for today, guys. I'll keep you updated on the progress of my garden. I thank you for watching. I wish you a wonderful day. Bye-bye.